I'm just going to do a quick overview of how I got started with doing a screen capture and video overlay of PowerPoint presentations. This is a particular tool that I think is going to be pretty useful for some of the work that I do in fisheries, as well as some of the lectures that I give as an adjunct professor at a university. Might be useful to be able to record some of my lectures and then post them online. So I spent some time today figuring out how to do this and just wanted to share the lessons with you and how I was able to do this all for free. So I'm working on a Windows 10 laptop. It's a Latitude E7440 from Dell, and I have an external microphone connected to the laptop. It is a U37, a CAD U37 external microphone, and I used a Google search to find the Open Broadcaster software, or OBS Studio, that is a freeware open source program available online. And I downloaded the program. I'm using Windows, so I downloaded for Windows. Downloaded really quickly, super easy to open and install. And I did go through their little quick start guide in their, let's see here, it's in help in the wiki guides. They have this OBS Studio quick start, and that's all I needed to look through to get started. So I opened the software. When you first open it, it just comes up with a big black screen here. It doesn't actually have anything on the screen. And the first thing you need to do is add your sources that you're going to be recording. So I added my display capture first. So this is, you just click the add button here and you have all of these choices. And at first I thought I might use the window capture for PowerPoint, but what I found was that the way the PowerPoint windows work is that if I did the window capture, I would just capture the actual editing window for PowerPoint and not the presentation window. So you know, when you start slideshow, it kind of went to a different window, so it wasn't being captured by OBS. So I used display capture, and that's been working fine. And then I added a second source, this video capture device, which is the webcam, so you can see my face in the lower right hand corner. And I can actually move it around. It can go in a variety of different places, and as this is recording, I'm sure it's going all over the place for you too. So I chose the bottom right. I did have a little bit of trouble setting up the audio, and what I found was a couple things. In the video capture device, under settings, I needed to select use custom audio device and select my microphone. So I did that. And then I needed to mute the desktop audio and mute the video capture device audio. So I think my webcam was picking up, I don't know if it's the microphone or if it was the microphone in the laptop, but there was a lot of sort of feedback and double sounds coming out. The next couple things I checked in were in settings. So one thing I had trouble with at the beginning was when I started recording, before I show you this, I'd press the start recording button, which was right here, and then I'd need to navigate over to PowerPoint and start the PowerPoint and get going. All of that was being recorded, the navigating over to PowerPoint and starting it up. So under settings in hotkeys, I added a start and stop recording button. So the start recording is on my number pad on the right hand side of my keyboard, number 1, and then the stop recording is the number 0. And that way I could get my PowerPoint all set up and ready to go, and I could start recording and run through the PowerPoint and then stop recording, and then I didn't have bits at the beginning and end that needed to be edited out as I navigated over to PowerPoint. I also double checked the output format here for the video. You can choose a couple of different recording formats, and I used the recommendation by OBS, which is to use the MKV format, and this does export directly to YouTube. So I just went with their recommendation, not knowing a lot about this kind of thing. So I got all that squared away, and then I went over to PowerPoint and opened up a PowerPoint presentation and started it. And in display settings, since I don't want to record something that looks like this, I want it to look just like a presentation, I just adjusted the display settings so that it looked like a presentation. And then I could press my start recording hotkey, the number 1, and it would start recording and add my video to the lower right hand corner. The other thing I can do while I'm recording in PowerPoint is use some of these tools to point things out. There's a laser pointer, there's a pen so I can write on my slides, and then there's a highlighter here. I can highlight different things. And I can just run through my presentation, giving the voiceover as I go. And when I'm done, I can press the hotkey stop recording button. If I don't do that, then the OBS software still records all of the process of leaving PowerPoint, which I'm doing right now. So that's kind of the basic overview. Once I've done my recording, then I can go into File, Show Recording. It pops up right there in the screen, and I can double click on it and check it out and see how it came out. My first few I just deleted. They weren't worth anything. And you can decide if you need to edit it some more or if it's ready to go as it is. So I hope that was helpful, and I hope you use this tool. I found it really useful and easy to use.